AFTV, we've got Lee here, Mr. Peaky Blinders, you know what I mean?
Well, I thought I was in Birmingham, I thought I'd do it like, you know, as we're in Birmingham.
Oh, Lee, man, I don't know about you, but I still, the word gutted is probably too harsh because, listen, but it's just like, I just feel a bit empty that we've left there with nothing today. I mean, what did you make of the performance overall? I mean, it wasn't the greatest, but we had so much of the game that we should have done more of it.
I thought we played well. I thought the possession side, we dominated at times and all that, like, but you've got to take your chances. If you don't take your chances, you don't deserve to win games of football, and that's it. You know, opened them up on more than one occasion today. Odegaard in particular, twice. The first one, he's having 3 or 4 touches when only one was needed. The second one, he's missed the target after we opened them up fantastically well, after some brilliant work from Kai Havertz. But listen, you know, I see things today that I'm not happy with, Robbie, mentality-wise. I'll be honest. You know, I'm going to start with Trossard. You know what I mean? Comes on, feigning injury. We're 1-0 down. He's laying down on the field. You know what I mean? That tells me the mentality's not right at this football club. You know, you get.
He might have been hurt. He might have been.
No, he got up 10 seconds later and was running around.
He didn't get up 10 seconds later.
He wasn't hurt, Robbie. He wasn't hurt.
How do you know?
We was going well. We was in the ascendancy, and then they went and see how he was. He got up, and then 10 seconds later he chased after a ball. You're 1-0 down. That ain't the right mentality. You know what I mean? Like, I look at Declan Rice. That bloke has got the right mentality. You know what I mean? Follow him and follow his example. Martinelli's another one that does it 3 or 4 times, Robbie. We're 1-0 down. We're not in control of the game, but we're in the ascendancy, and we're like getting the trainer on for unnecessary things.
No, but hold on, the trainer didn't come on for that Trossard incident.
Oh no, he didn't, but he stopped the play. The referee went up to. So why? So if the trainer's not come on, he's not injured then, is he? So why is he staying on the floor for a couple of minutes?
Because he's hurt.
Oh, come on.
He's hurt.
All right. So all of a sudden, then the referee comes out. What's the referee got? Some sort of magic in his hand, and he says, "Oh, you all right?" And he goes,
you know what?
"Yes, I jump up and I can run around again."
No, you know what it is. No, but hold on. You know what it is? It's that new rule, isn't it? So basically, the referee comes over. Which is, by the way, this is a great rule they've introduced. Out of all the rules, this is the one that I really like. So the referee comes over, says, "Right, are you injured? If you're injured, we'll get the trainer on, but you're going to have to come off the field for 30 seconds." And that's why he got up. But he was hurt.
No. We're 1-0 down with 5 minutes to go, Robbie. Get up and start playing. And he done it. He done it. Watch it today. He got up and started running around as soon as the referee said anything. And I'm telling you that his mentality is not good enough. It's not good enough, what I see today. You're 1-0 down against a team that's really giving it. We're on the ascendancy, like, you know. I'm sorry, I've watched it today. I'm not happy with it.
What did you make of the decisions? There was a couple of VAR decisions. Obviously, the Havertz one.
I don't know. If it's handball, I don't know what Martinez is on about, because he's trying to feign that he got injured in it. There weren't a foul. It was either handball, and if it was handball, it was handball. And at the end of it, like.
And what about the Jesus one?
What was the one with the Jesus?
Where he got kicked in the you know, when they went to VAR.
I don't know. I don't know about that, like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, you're clutching at straws on certain things in there, like, you know. Listen, Aston Villa, they totally dominated Man City the other day, right? They didn't do that to us today.
No.
They didn't do that to us today. So, like, there's a lot of criticism. That's frustrating. I'm frustrated about how well we've played today and haven't got the result. And you look at that today, the Odegaard chance, you know what I mean, and things like that. Also, Jesus, Saka today, that's as poor as I've seen him play.
Yeah.
It's as poor as I've seen him play. I don't know, it looked fine margins whether he was offside or not, but, like, you know, at the end of it, like, we played well today. In the final third, we was poor.
Do you look at it and just say, right, it's one of those we just got to accept that you're going to get some of these throughout the season? Villa fans over there. right. They're happy, obviously happy, right? But do you look at it and say to yourself, these are some of the results you're going to get? Sometimes you play all right, but if you can see that early goal.
Look, Robbie, it's frustrating when you play well and I don't say we dominated the game, but we had most possession, and you don't win the game. There's frustration. I'm frustrated. We dominated.
Yeah.
Well, I'm frustrated. You know, if you play poor and you think, well, I can take that. I got, you know, we're rubbish. We didn't deserve to win. I don't think we really deserved to win at Newcastle a couple of weeks ago. Like, you know, if I've been really, didn't do enough to win the game. Today it's more about frustration. We didn't do enough to win. We done enough to win the game, but didn't. But I see things today that I'm not happy with, and I'll be honest, I'm not happy with certain things. You know, like, you know, there's a couple of things that could have gone our way, like, you know what I mean, the handball and whatever, but we just didn't. You know, in that final third, we didn't do enough to win the game.
There's been some guys who've come on and they've said, listen, we need to buy a striker. Are you in that camp? I mean, it'd be very difficult to get the striker that we need in January, but there's been a couple of guys who've come on and said, get a clinical striker, we can win this league.
Listen, no, I'm not having to go at Jesus here, like, because sometimes he's not going to get it and everything like that. We're taking Jesus off and we're putting Eddie on. The drop off is mad from that point of view. You know, you're 1-0 down and we're bringing on Trossard and Eddie. It ain't strong enough. It's not what you want, you know what I mean? Like, if you be really honest with it, I'm going to be really honest. I'm not having to go at Trossard when I say about his performance, because I like Trossard as a player, but he's a like for Martinelli. There's no upgrade on it, or there's no completely different side of it. Like the same with Eddie. You're taking Eddie off, you're bringing Jesus off. You're actually going downgrade. You need someone that's going to come in and bring different things on, like, you know. And listen, you could have took any of those front three off today. They really, I think, we're all not at the game today, like, you know. Defensively, listen, they scored a good goal in the first minute. I'm going to say it again. Why are we? You might think this is silly, but I'm sitting with a few Aston Villa fans today, which weren't very nice. But I'll say it. We go. Why are we changing ends and upsetting them all in the first thing? What are we doing that for? Like,
is it to do with the window?
I don't know. I must admit, my hat blew off as I come out here. Like, I didn't realise it was so windy.
It was terrible. The conditions were terrible.
Yeah,
so
I didn't. You didn't get that.
My thing on is it, because we never ever do that.
No,
my thing is, I think it was something to do with the wind, because you could see it was affecting every time people were trying to put through balls through. The wind was taking it.
Maybe that's why.
So I'm thinking maybe they did that. Say, right, if we get a shot on, maybe the wind might take it. I don't know.
Maybe you're right on that, like, but I can tell you that from where I was, that upset them. That got them railed up and all that. Like, they were very buoyant today, like Aston Villa. And I will say that our front three didn't play well, so I'll give them credit. They defended well. I'll give them their due on that, like. And they opened us up with a very, very good goal. They opened us up. It was a good goal, good finish. So from that point of view, but you don't want to come to these places, these hostile places, and make it even worse. So, wind or not, take it on the chin and do it properly. We don't like it when teams do it to us, you know what I mean? So I do think of it all that like. Listen, I'm frustrated. I thought Kai Havertz today, you know what I mean, was brilliant in the midfield, really driving forward, looking a real player now, like, you know, Declan Rice in there done well as well. So, listen, Odegaard, by the way, I thought was fantastic, apart from his if he takes his finishes today, it's a man of the match performance from him. So at the end of the day, look, it's frustration, but it's all we get. What I don't like about Arsenal at the moment, and it's like, you know, big game against Newcastle, lose 1-0. Now another big game against Aston Villa, lose 1-0. We've now got to go to Liverpool. Is it going to be another defeat? You know, we've got to somewhere along the line, like other teams are in and around us have got big results against big teams. I'm disappointed today that we didn't come here and get the result. The performance deserved more, but at the end of the day, you've got to be honest, Robbie. If you don't take your chances, that's what happens.